What's going on, family? You know who it is. It is Elijah Best. I'm the CEO and founder of Vet Boss, and I'm also known as Vet Boss. Let's go. Happy Monday. So now I want everybody to keep in mind that we're getting close to the fourth quarter of the year. And so there's 12 months in a boxing round and there's 12 months in the year. So you might be feeling like you've been beat up a little bit. Maybe you feel like you're victorious, but I want to remind you of two things. One, if you're feeling victorious, make sure you remember that there's 12 rounds. You got to keep your head down and stay squared away and get it in. And if you feel like you're getting your butt whooped, then you got to remember that it's 12 rounds and be like Rocky. You can get up at any moment and say, this is my round, and make it happen. Now, your boy Elijah Best is here today to give you some more tips to help you make it happen. And in this world, in the Vet Boss universe, what are we talking about making it happen? Well, what troubles me is there's two ways of looking at building a business, okay? You got the old way, which is on this side. You got the old way, which is rain dancing, okay, which is not really knowing when you're going to get your next client. And then there's a new age way of how I recommend that you build a business, and that's by client getting, which is right here. And client getting is as sure as you are when you walk to the faucet in the morning to grab some water, right, and pour yourself some water. That's how confident you are that you're going to get clients. Okay, so I want to help people move to the client getting way versus the rain dancing way. And I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about how you can build your own universe and have clients coming out of your own universe so you can make a profitable coaching business just like I've been able to do, just like I help my clients do. Okay, so first and foremost, before we get into this, because sometimes there's just stuff that we don't know. And that's the type of stuff that excites me. Like when I go to learn something new, I got an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. I love books. I love audiobooks. I love all that stuff, right? I look for stuff that I don't know, which makes it a little hard for me to find unless I know somebody who always consistently gives me stuff like that. It's hard to find because I don't know what I'm looking for. So first, before we get into it, I'm going to go over the 4 stages of competence, and then I'm going to dive into this lesson. So there's 4 stages of competence, right? First, you have unconscious incompetent, which means that you don't know something. You're unconscious to your incompetence, right? Then you have conscious incompetence. So let's say you're a kid, you don't even know that your parents are tying your shoes. You're not old enough yet. So your parents tie your shoes all the time. And then one day you get old enough to realize that it's time for you to tie your shoes. But then you go to tie your shoes and you suck at it, right? That's when you're conscious incompetent. Then you have conscious competence, which means you can tie your shoes, but the whole world needs to stop and give you a minute so you can pay attention and tie your shoes, right? Then you have unconscious competence, when you're so good at this thing, you don't even really have to think about it. You're just flying through it. So what I see a whole bunch of people doing when building a coaching business is they focus so much of their time, energy, and effort on these things. They spend so much time trying to build a logo. They spend so much time trying to build a website. They spend a bunch of time trying to develop business cards. And it really feels like these are the most impactful things for their coaching business at the time. But what I want to let you know is that if you don't have a marketing plan or an enrollment process, like in other words, if your marketing message is not clear, so when someone asks you, what do you do? What do you say? If you have a clear answer that's less than 12 words like this, you probably have a strong marketing message and a plan. You probably, I hope, would know how to generate leads. So you shouldn't really be posting a whole bunch. I mean, it's good to post on your social media, but you might feel like you're grinding or rain dancing if you're just posting without having your marketing secure. And marketing is really a rabbit hole. Like there's so much to learn about marketing, like the 4 stages of market awareness. Like I can make a whole entire video on just marketing alone. But the next one that I want to say is enrollment process. So instead of spending months on a website, you want to start selling whatever it is that you're building that website for to make sure that it's a good idea. So if you're going from like a coaching idea, so you're about to start up, you don't want to build a website before you have clients that are buying whatever you're selling at that price point. It would seem like it would make sense to some people to build the website first, but you might change your marketing. You might change what you're selling. Okay. Let me give you an example. So there's a country called Ethiopia, and in Ethiopia, a lot of them own an acre or more of land. Okay. Now on that land, some people had a protein deficiency So, and it was because the chicken that they were raising only laid 1 egg a week. A marketing genius came to Ethiopia and sold them chickens that laid an egg per day and solved the protein deficiency problem. So he knew that he had a good product. So imagine if somebody created a website for a solution to a problem and they found out that it wasn't really a good solution for that problem. In other words, they built the website before they were actually proving that concept and getting sales in the marketplace. So that's something to consider. Marketing does have to do with product. This is all connected here. And that's why I'm going over it today to help you out. So marketing, you don't want to get started until you have a solid market product fit, okay? Your enrollment process, you want to be able to, it says begin with relationship building. That is very important as well in any business. And marketing is actually a good way of doing that. Cool. Appreciate that, Frank. And then you also have, the enrollment process. So your sales process, you don't want to just be posting if you don't have any way to convert your content. You want to create content that converts, which is a powerful form of marketing. And you also want to have a way to convert the people who are engaging with your content. So you want to actually have a system and a process for that. You want to have a transformational product and you want to have systems. Okay. So I've been able to grow the VetBoss community by thousands of members because of the systems that I have my virtual assistants helping me with. And last but not least, what fuels all this is self-mastery. So the big takeaway that I want you to get from today is if you're focusing on your website, your logo, your business cards, and you don't have any way to generate leads and you don't have a sales process, then you probably want to focus on those two things first because they're going to be way more important than your logo or website or business cards. Okay, so you know who it is. It's Elijah Best. I love you all, and I will see you on the next time. All right, I'm out. Peace.